Hello students, let's we start the new chapter of First Flight, Glimpses of India. So this chapter has divided in three stories. Let's we start the first story, bread making in Goa. Students, in the following points we will discuss about the chief tradition of Goa, and this is a pen portrait of the traditional Goan village baker who is still remembered by Goan. In this description of Goan village, the place of Goa, where is the tradition of baking bread from olden days, the tradition is going on process now, still now, and the baker of Goa has remembered today's bread making started from the Portuguese days. They were the lovers of bread. Bread making was an art which needed perfection. Means in these lines, the baker of Goa has remembered today's. In Goa, the bread making work started by the Portuguese people, and we can say the Portuguese days. Portuguese people prepared the bread, and that was a favorite profession of Portuguese. Mixing, molding and baking were the areas of specialization of making a bread. The loaves were baked in time tested furnaces. This profession has been continued by the baker's descendants. Prepare bread was an art. For this work, people should be perfect. To prepare the bread, the materials should be proper quantity, mixing and molding, and it is needed to bake perfectly. This and the loaves means the pieces of bread have to need bake in the actual and a perfect time, because it kept the taste of breads, and the bread making profession has been now continued by the particular ancestors. So students, in these points we will know about the author's childhood days. The writer remembers his childhood days when the baker used to be their friends, companion and guide. The writer remembers and explains about his past days when, and he said that he was a child. Then the baker had come to sell the bread on the streets near the houses, and they behaved with us like a friend, a good companion, and like a good guider. He used to visit twice a day, once in the morning during his selling hours, and then again while returning after selling all his bread. It had seen that bakers had come to visit 2 times in a day. In first round, when he come to sell his bread, and second round was again when he returned after selling his breads. And the jingling thud of bamboo he carried woke them up in the morning, and they ran to meet and greet him. When the baker had come, then he started to jingle thud, which was tied in his long bamboo, and to listen the sound of bell. We woke up in the early morning and to run to meet to the baker, and they run for getting the bread bangles, which were a specially made sweet bread. It means the writer told us that all children run to near the baker, and baker distributed the Bengal shape bread to all the children, and he became happy after distributing the bread. That breads were made of especially sweet flour.